I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are places in our world where fiction and dreams can come true, powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. These places are a battlefield in a war between the powers of light and darkness. I'm Alan Wake, a writer, a creator. I know the rules of the game. My specialty is fiction that can change the world. Words of power that can bend reality to my will.
Oh, it's you.
Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. He's after my wife, Alice.
Do you know the real difference between us?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. Fiction wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Frostwolf, how's it going? Oh. My back has been out of whack. My shoulder, my wrist. It's been crazy. Last couple days have been pretty crazy. But guys, I am gonna jump right into this game. Alan Wake's American Nightmare. After I finished the first game, a lot of people were asking me if I was gonna play this. And I wasn't sure, but it was like $1.99 or something on the Steam summer sale, and I couldn't pass it up. So I was like, you know what? Sure. From what I understand, this game is not long at all. So we're gonna slide in there We're gonna be gaming, and then we're going to stop gaming for like 2 minutes so that I can launch Back for Blood, and then we'll play that. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Black. That's funny. You know, moving the L from blood into the word back. It's cool. Back for Blood. I'll be playing that a lot this month. We have 20 hours of sponsored streaming content coming at you soon. I think that starts on the 15th, so we still have a few days before that starts. But I have 20 hours being sponsored by Back for Blood, so that should be fun. But before we get into any of that, we are still, of course, in horror month, which means that we're still going to be playing horror games. Guys, if I had enough hours in the day, I would play Back for Blood, I'd play Dead by Daylight, I'd play everything, okay? I'd play all of the games in time for horror month. But the reality is that it's October, there's only 31 days in the month, and Back for Blood, a game that I am incredibly satisfied with, is a game that I have to kind of intentionally limit myself on right now. And I've said it many times before. Many times. But in order to be successful in doing what I want to do here on this lovely platform that we call Twitch, I mean, I don't know how lovely it is, really. You guys are lovely, but the platform of Twitch is less than lovely, more often than not. But that's beside the point. I don't want to digress here. The point is, in order to be successful, I got to find, as I've said many times before, I've got to find harmony between what I want to do and what I need to do. And what I need to do is play a metric fuckload of horror games. And that is what we're here to do. What I want to do is play Back for Blood, which, don't get me wrong, great game. But it's not really a horror game. I mean, yeah, it's like a zombie shooter, but it's not really like, I don't know. It's not really a horror game. It is an action zombie shooter. So, not exactly fitting the bill. But we will be playing it later. I want to do this first. I want to try to get through as many of these games as possible, so I don't have to feel guilty about not getting through all of them at the end of the month. So, Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Let's get into it. I'm probably here somewhere. Let's see. There I am. It's me. Also, wait, what? Hang on. I'm very confused. Oh, I'm not confused anymore. All right, but I do need to pull this up, and then I think we're set, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna stay on camera all day today because my throat is really scratchy, and the only way to relieve that is to like massage the sides of my nose, and I don't like touching my face. I've actually been trying to like be more cognizant of not touching my face on stream because I feel like some people think it's weird. I don't know. I personally don't care, but other people do. And I try to keep the experience here relatively chill. All right? So, where's my little pretend cushion? I'm using my Back for Blood sling bag here as a cushion because yesterday, if you guys remember, my wrist was killing me. And I think part of it is because my desk is like, I'm like basically putting my forearm on like the corner of my desk for extended periods of time. Cold? I don't know what it is. Honestly, Frostwolf, I think it's partially the fact that we live near a bunch of farmland and the harvest is happening right now. like over the next 2 weeks. And so it's kicking up a lot of stuff that's been sitting on the soil for the last 5 months, basically. Well, 4 months. We live literally right next to like 40 acres of farmland. Like it's right next to where we live. And then on top of that, the entirety of like central to lower Ohio in between Cincinnati, well, Columbus and Cincinnati, is all farmland. And so the harvest is happening right now, and we're in the middle of it. And so a bunch of allergens and stuff are being kicked up, which we didn't used to live near all the farmland. We used to live like more, not really inner city because we were outside of the highway, but we used to live in a much more metropolitan area than we live now. Now we kind of live on like the outskirts of the city, and we are much closer to all that farmland. We used to be about 10 miles from any farmland. Now we're about 100 feet from farmland. So I think my allergies have just been like really bad this year because I'm not used to being next to all this pollen. Mild cold for the past month, and now it progressed. Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that. Yo, Bashir, hope you're doing well, buddy. Yep, but we're gonna get through this. Like I said, I don't think this game is very long, from what I understand. I think when we were talking about it, when I played through Alan Wake a few months ago, I think people were saying that it's only like a couple hours long. Like 2 to 4 hours or something like that, depending on how much like collectible shit you do, which me, I don't do any collectibles. So without further ado, I did start it just to make sure it was going to run. So I'm just going to hit new story. We'll play it on normal mode. Here we go. Somewhere in Arizona at the Cardinal Motel. Because, you know, the Arizona Cardinals. Why not make the reference, you know? Hey, it's Barry, dude. Freaking Barry, dude. Barry, best character in the OG, dude. Best character. We love our boy Barry, dude.
And nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs.
His
The
name
man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry.
I've heard it's
darkness.
I've heard it's less than
His evil
good,
doppelganger,
but we'll see.
known only as Mr.
I basically heard it's more of the same of the original game, but it's not really like a full-fledged game. Like it,
I'll catch you eventually!
I just heard it's
Maybe.
incomplete, basically.
But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Oh boy. Hope you get better soon, though, Frostwolf. Yo, are they going straight live action with this shit, dude?
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Oh, Night Springs, dude. Alright, use the mouse to look around and the keyboard buttons to move. Flashlight. Here we go again, dude. We must banish them. Yo, light burn strats, dude. Can I go? Yeah. I was pressing W, but it wouldn't move me forward. I think it was because I had like queued the input. Grab the gun. Oh, he's mean, dude.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, dude.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Scattered the page. Yo, we gotta go talk to Barry, dude.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
It begins. Should have
Somewhere
included
within
this in the
earth,
remaster.
Space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Is this a prequel? No, it's a sequel, but it's I've never played it before, so I'm not gonna be able to really speak to it based on personal experience.
Stay here now.
But what I can tell you is that based on what I heard when I was playing through the original game, is that this is just a very incomplete sequel. And I've heard it's really not long at all. Yo, we gotta get to the motel, dude. TV.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's
How
on,
can you
but
tell?
it's upside down, dude.
I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet.
He's gotta fix up his hair.
I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why
Yeah.
am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame,
Mr.
everything
Scratch.
you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for.
Oh.
Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
Oh, really?
This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks.
Oh, he's strangling him, dude. He's murdering him.
So quiet.
Yo, this dude's weird. Mr. Scratch, bro. I hear music somewhere. I'm assuming that I gotta go follow the music. Let me go through that alley.
Hello?
Hello? Yo, what up?
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't
That's
know
what
how
I'm looking
you
for.
knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous.
They're demons.
I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
We haven't actually met before. No, I'm not gonna... Bro, I know this is a full playthrough, but that would be fucking creepy. I'm not doing that, dude.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
A great power will be unleashed, aka heavier firepower will be unleashed. Find the 3 items for rewriting reality. Okay. Minimap shows your current objectives. Locations of ammo boxes and safe havens are also shown. Blinking question marks indicate a hidden manuscript page. Alright, so presumably I gotta go over this way somewhere. Ammo cabinets. Cool. I'm just gonna follow the stars. Okay. Just gonna do that.
Wait.
Oh! Oh shit! Dude, the flank. Oh god. Yeah, get wrecked.
That's one thing down.
That was a little bit painful, but you know, it's cool, man. I could get that SMG if I search for the page over here, but I'm not really interested in collecting the manuscript pages. I'm more interested in beating the game as quickly, as efficiently as possible. For those of you that don't know, you probably do know this already, but I played through the original game a couple of months ago, and although I thought it was an okay game, I definitely feel like it was kind of overhyped for me. The door's locked. I just wasn't really a fan of like the aiming mechanic being a flashlight.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Suddenly,
Oh!
of horror.
Oh, get him. Yeah, the Evil Within
That was
DLC,
just messed up.
when I was playing through that, I kind of got that vibe.
That's 2. Just one more to go. Something tells me I'm really gonna
Dude,
need the extra
they're just like
firepower.
giving me all the guns at the beginning of the game. Alright, find the final item for rewriting reality. Okay. I saw something flashing over here.
That's everything.
Alright, there we go.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
Yo, right here, dude. Let's hook it up to this Jeep. I'm just kidding. I'm assuming I gotta go back into the garage.
I need this battery charged.
No problem.
Literally nobody
go.
knows who this lady is.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while.
Blacked out for a
It's
while.
hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
She's
So you
probably
might
still
have
just as
brain
confused.
damage. You're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
She's like, yeah, you're fucking weirdo, dude. Alright, so remember to restock the ammo box. I mean, I have plenty of ammo, so I don't care. Oh! Go to the oil field to end the game. I mean... Like, dude, they're literally just giving you all the guns. Oh, you gotta switch. Yeah, I mean, we can...
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Yeah, very sad. Tapping shift when you strike. Yeah. I don't think I need to kill all these guys, so I'm gonna carry on. Uh-oh. All these big boys are not happy, dude. We gotta kill. This is a kill all. Yo, get him. Whoa! The hell's happening?
Time to make some serious changes.
That's where Blinking CD was playing in the boombox. Match scene to the manuscript page. Okay. Yo, the boombox was playing. Oh, God, there's probably fucking DMCA. God damn it. All right, hold on. The wheel was in place. Battery was attached. Alright, the oil was flowing. Yep, let's get that oil flowing. And I'm sure here comes the DMCA. I'm not taking a chance. I'm not taking a chance. Music volume out of here, dude. I know the scene's probably sick, dude. I'm not taking the chance that while this rocket is epically blazing into this radio tower. Oh! I'm not taking the chance that DMCA rains down upon my stream. There it is. All right. Maybe it'll be done. Nope. It's still there. It's gone. Nope. We're going to carry on. We're going to carry on. It's DMCA City, dude. Changed my stream title. DMCA City. I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked, dude.
I'm here. Just keep your head down.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, I think I noticed.
Yeah. I think I noticed. Oh, look at this lumberjack, though. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, yeah, he's the same fucking enemy type that did the chargy shit. Oh. Oh!
That's the last one. We're good.
We're good, dude. Yeah, let's restock. I like the shoddy, dude. The shoddy.
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Okay.
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what do you call them? The Taken? What are they?
The Taken?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Alright, okay. I hear you. Maybe the music is good now? Okay. Alright, we're set, dude. For now. Yo, I don't want the MCA. Alright, we gotta explore the diner, dude. Let's go check it out. Let's see what the goings on.
Poltergeist.
Uh-oh.
Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit!
Let's go around. Let's go around where it's safe. think you can blast those with the flashlight, if I remember right. I gotta get in there first, though. Ow! Got him. Got him, dude. I just so happen to have these keys.
The scene. Traces of violence.
More keys.
A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
Satellite and now this? That place might be involved. I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
No way, dude. The motel rooms?
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Her own actions? Highly unfortunate. Oh shit.
Damn it! Why did you...
Oh! Dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Jesus. Nothing unusual, right? Am I supposed to be like going through all these rooms? I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to look for something maybe out of the ordinary. Let me see if he says anything by going in here. Highly unfortunate, though.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now. The observatory, hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. Yo, we're driving, we're gaming, we're driving and gaming. Except we're not gaming. The driving is happening off screen.
An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Oh, shit. We gotta go to the main observatory, which is probably the fucking giant building. building, though? There's 2 giant buildings, so I don't know which one is... I'm assuming it's this one. Oh, shit! Oh, he's flying, dude!
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Uh-oh. I need some help. I know what I did was wrong. Please, let me in. I was wrong, baby. I'm sorry.
Away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we gotta talk to Dr. Meadows. We gotta head upstairs. We gotta head upstairs and we gotta get that intel.
Just
All right.
a moment, I'll send the lift down to you.
Oh,
I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person.
this
That's
way?
assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Oh god. Oh boy. The allergies. Dr. Meadows. Oh no! I skipped the cutscene. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Restart checkpoint.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
It's okay.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if
he's
stars
dead,
were changing,
by the way.
somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Yeah, Alright, we gotta go out to the car. Let's roll. Let's roll, chat. We're all going. We're all going. Outside into the darkness.
Good luck.
What do they call
and
us?
try to be careful. It's a very
Champion.
expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
Flashbang.
Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Alright, it's out in the vehicle. Let's go to the vehicle and let's go see if we can maybe get the situation figured out here. Alright, can I open this door? I cannot. Okay, well, that settles it then. Maybe we go around. Yes.
This must be your car.
The hell? Why is it covered in fucking cobwebs, dude? Ugh. Oh, what the fuck? We gotta get back over there. Oh, shit! Alright, we're set to... Wait. Down here? Wait. Very confused. I think it's changing because I'm maybe supposed to be upstairs.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice.
Mr. Scratch.
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
Uh-oh. What's happening? Big party, right?
These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Oh, he's getting mad, dude. There's just like a lot of... Okay, so he ripped a phone line out.
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay. Oh, he's beating the fuck out of everybody in this room. Well, so much for that. I'm assuming the TVs are optional.
Found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Have fun.
Alright, what do I gotta do? You tell me, what do I gotta do? Huh. That was easy.
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Let's have a look. Are you gonna send me back up on the lift, dude? No? Okay.
I have to shut this down.
Uh-oh.
There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well,
I got it.
please come talk to me if you have questions.
Nope, no questions. At least the coolant valves. She ran the diagnostic and everything was fine, and then of course somebody had to go and fuck it up. Ugh.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Doesn't matter what order, huh? These fucking spiders are gonna be back out here. I just know it. Uh-oh. Oh! Get him, dude! Yeah, I wasn't initially planning on playing this game, Darcia, but it was on the Steam summer sale for, I think I only paid like $2 for it. So I decided, why not? Let's just play through it. It's not very long. The first game was hella long. I think it took me very close to like 12 hours. Maybe even more than that. I don't remember exactly how long it was. Shoddy is just freaking broken in this game.
Okay, that should do it.
Best be careful. Oh boy. Run, dude. Let me in. Oh! Forgot I gotta buzz myself back in. Whoops. Yo, Drug, what's up, buddy?
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done.
Nicely done.
That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
Oh, fuck.
Look out, they found a way in.
She sounds very casual about that.
Hold on a little longer. Almost got isolated.
Yeah, we're set,
You
dude.
all right? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, you were. Forgot about me. She forgot about me, Chad. Mr. Scratch.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh, yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that, or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
I mean, basically. Alright, the printout. Where's the printout?
A printout of a signal. It, too, is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Mr. Scratch. The theater.
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition.
Got the mug today?
And
Nice,
yet,
nice.
It's the search for closure, rather than culture, that brings the Champion of
Ham,
Light
a
here.
documentary. Alright, let's see. Investigate the drive-in.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts?
She's
Are
fucking
you gonna
weird.
hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key?
But it's
Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me? And then everything got
And
all
we're back
dark.
with old gods of Asgard
the
and their
best.
manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material. But you've also got a new single out.
Listen,
right?
this is very
How'd that come
important.
about? Was
Where did
it
he...
hard to go back
I
in
mean,
the studio after such a
where did
long
I
time?
go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me
Oh
again.
God.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. You're getting creepy,
The
lady.
man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness.
No, shit.
Good.
Oh! Blast him out of the sky, dude. Or blast him into the sky? I don't know. Something's gonna happen. Oh, he's not happy.
Oh, look!
Oh, it's Mr.
Mr.
Scratch.
Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Mr. Scratch. Yeah, very lewd, very lewd. Some lewd content, okay? Oh, fuck. These guys are freaking out. I don't have time for you assholes. Oh, the big building. Oh, it's so big. I have to go down the stairs. Yeah, that lady was creepy. Okay. Fucking creepy.
I told you I'm a psycho.
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking freak, dude. These videos are fucking weird. We're have been hilarious if he were Nick Cage, dude. Oh. Don't fuck with the Cage, dude.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Shut up! The dark presence. We gotta get in here and get the jab done, dude. It's gotta be inside, but presumably this is how we get in. Oh shit! The way he ducks and runs is fucking hilarious to me.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
There's got to be a combination. Here it is. No, this isn't the remaster. This is just the very, very incomplete sequel. If you would even call it a sequel, I have no idea. I'd say in a lot of ways it's not even really a sequel. Oh! I will say, despite my dislike of the combat in general of this game, the shotgun is quite satisfying. Let me go around.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Oh!
Don't want to get hit by those.
Run away! Run away. R2 speedrun from GDQ is one of your favorite runs of all time. Glad you enjoyed it. I don't really play RE2 Remake as much anymore, but I was very passionate about that game for a very long time, and it was an honor to be able to showcase that run at GDQ. It wasn't anywhere near my best performance of the game, but Tofu run was insane, and it's one of my better performances just in terms of like commentary and stuff like that. I'm glad you liked it.
Hey, no! Wait.
It's so nice in the dark. I can smell you.
Okay, that's weird.
I can smell you out there.
Stop smelling me. Do I have to kill all of these guys? Oh, here we go.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. Projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Haven't heard to heal your senses, yeah.
It's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh. How's Alice? Is she all right?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like,
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy.
That guy's a fucking
Thought of him
asshole.
makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
Alright, we gotta go to the projector building. Oh, the sun's coming up. Sun's coming up.
That's the security system? I guess it was too.
Oh, shit. I'm actually really low on ammo, so I'm going to have to be careful. There goes the security. Sun's coming up. There's the fucking observatory over there. You can see it off in the distance. I remember the good old days of the drive-in.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
And he must play Death Rally in order to figure it out. It was late at night. The summer was almost over. Oh, shit. Summer was almost over. Yeah. There's probably a clock around here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself!
Show yourself!
Whatever you say, buddy!
Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. Get to do it all over again.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
At least I got to keep my weapons, though. You know. He sent me back.
No, not birds again. What the hell?
Yeah, what are you, buddy? I gotta go. Maybe we can save Emma this time. I don't know. see.
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just
Being
lose
a little
it any
too
second
much, but I was
now.
so into the lore.
How come you're not freaking
Just
out over
appreciated
this?
going through the story
Because on my
beats.
personal
Yeah.
weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
You're gonna be okay. If you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Yeah.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
I'm all about that time save, dude. Is it the same TV stuff? Nope.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
Because, you know, she totally didn't hear that.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that.
This guy's a fucking creep, dude.
You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry. It's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
Oh. Shit, dude.
Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man, did you see her? Boom!
Dude, this guy's such a fucking weasel, dude. Yo, Wolf, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's like live action, these sequences are. Yo, how was the Baru Dist collab, dude? How was it, dude? Seemed like you guys were fucking ripping through Act 1, man. They carried us hard.
Well, this should be perfectly
Nice,
safe.
dude. I'll be playing a little bit later. Horror month must go on, so beat the whole thing. Oh, did you do all three? Did you do all three or all four? All four acts? Just realized you need to sleep before work. Yeah, shit, man.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Oh, Act 1. Gotcha. Gotcha. I feel like I've asked you this before, but it was a long time ago, so I don't know if you do the same thing. What do you do for work? Oh shit! Spiders, man. Arachnophobia. Gotta get that battery recharged, dude. Pharmacy tech coder? Nice, dude. Nice. You've been doing that for a while, right? That's not like a new thing? I wish that the door was on the other side of this. I don't know why. This alley just
Okay, I'll
makes
charge
everything
it.
take longer.
Here. Try not to get killed.
Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
Alan, I'm so scared.
But I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Yeah. All right, we gotta rewrite reality again, and avoid DMCA. Yo, well, thank you again for the host. I know my chat bot's not working, guys, but make sure you guys hop over into Wolf DNC's channel and follow up Wolf. Absolutely amazing streamer, the RE3 God, who just says, you know what? K2 1.0, dude. Got nothing on me, dude. I'm a speedrun it. Knife only. Yeah, dude, I need to, man. I want to here, like, maybe in December. Maybe December. I'm still trying to figure out what my game plan is for November. I'm actually going to be starting, I think it's on the 15th is when my Back 4 Blood sponsorship starts, and that's like 5 weeks long, but it's not like all of my content. Jesus Christ, dude, there's like fucking 5 of these guys here. Not even including the firemen. But I definitely want to get to it. I just don't know when. It might be a charity month thing, but it might have to wait till December because I honestly just like don't know what November looks like entirely yet. But definitely soon. Definitely soon.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
Yeah, better get ready, dude. All right, we got to put the battery in. Manuscript. Or, oh, I don't need to check the manuscript technically, but. There it is. DMCA. What is with games and not paying for streamers to play their music? What is this? What is this shit? What is this shit? I stream on Twitch and I deserve to have access to every song. You know what's funny is I actually think the licensing is like the easiest solution ever. I think the problem is that most video platforms like, you know, Twitch, YouTube, and all of that stuff, they don't want to pay for it. That's the problem. Even though it would do a lot of good for the platform, it's literally just the fact that they don't care. And you know what also could be avoided too? Like, I actually think that the answer though isn't having Twitch and YouTube pay for it and all the other live streaming platforms. The answer is having the companies pay for it. And it's like the easiest thing ever. Because all you have to do is just talk to... Oh, hang on a second. I think I have to... Oh shit, there's two of them. Oh shit. Oh boy. I need to get reload here.
Just keep your head down.
These guys are fucking assholes too. They fucking replicate. Get him, do it. Come on.
It's okay. It's safe now.
It's okay. Alright, we're set to.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
Oh, that's right, the key is in there.
That's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
Yeah, me too.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to.
Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and turn the music back on now.
Happened exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Alright, let's go. I think I remember it just being in this hotel.
This wasn't supposed to happen again!
The memory of her own face haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Shit.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring. But for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Oh! One and the same, dude! As I was saying, so I think the solution is partially to have game publishers pay for it.
It's top littered.
I think they need to start setting aside their
eyes
PR
that
budget to do
stare
it.
into the endless depths of space.
Because I think the biggest
Tonight,
flaw...
the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
I think the reality is just that, like, games like Back 4 Blood, like that, like an entire mission.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Where to find Dr. Meadows' car? That's where the camera should be.
Oh, I know where the car is. I think if you set aside part of the PR budget on knowing that you're going to be paying streamers, just pay a few less streamers. I mean, the other option is just like have a streamer mode. I mean, that's I would say that's just as important, honestly. But it's not to say that you can't have DMC music, but the problem is that the music industry is just greedy as fuck. And the players in the industry, like as far as like gaming stuff goes, it is. Oh, her car's not here. Okay. That's strange. I mean, I see where the star is, but that I figured that the car would be in the same spot. Yo, Choco, what's up, buddy? Oh, no, I guess it was... No, it definitely wasn't here before. It's alright, whatever. On launch at work, nice, dude, nice. I need to, that way's blocked. Oh! The jukes, dude. I think having streamer modes are good, but I think ultimately the problem isn't that, you know, music is in games, obviously. The problem... Oh! The problem is that there is way too many record labels out there that will nickel and dime companies because they're greedy as fuck.
Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
This guy's such a fucking weenie, dude. I've started to steal Bella's word. She likes to use the word weenie all the time. But you know what? This guy is a weenie.
Forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
was like, wait, what the fuck? Should have fucking released the valves.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
No, I'm not worried about that right now. I'll explain later. Oh. Oh, Mr. Scratch isn't happy about this. Oh, fuck. Oh! Oh, shit.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Uh-oh. Gonna have to find another way. Oh, shit. Oh!
I guess they didn't like that.
Oh!
That mountain's trying to kill me.
I went around this way last time. I'm gonna go around this way. Oh! The dodges, dude. Oh!
It's working. Please, come up here.
Please. Let me grab some ammo. I haven't restocked in a while.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events
Doctor.
extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on.
A path.
You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations.
Blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
I thought you would be hangry. That's what I thought she said.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold
Chappie, what's
back
up, buddy?
the darkness.
It's going, dude. Let's go and playing some American Nightmare, dude. We're in loop number 2. I believe there's 3 loops. I didn't spoil it for myself, but I did want to at least see what the gameplay length was, and I think I remember
the last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Pick up the generator building key.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
You want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife.
I could be
Little
like,
wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Okay, you're fucking...
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
I was hoping that you wouldn't be promiscuous towards me, knowing what happened last time. Yeah, she's on something, guys. She's on something.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Ow! power on. We're gonna... Oh, he's not happy about this. Oh! Yo, Stanley's. I almost got hit by the Stanley's truck, dude.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife's name. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. You might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
God, he's fucking creepy, dude. You fucking creep, dude. Oh! What happened, dude? Yo, my game crashed. My game crashed, dude. It was so creepy. My game said, no, we can't anymore. That's how fucking creepy it was. It was so creepy. My game crashed. Oh, Jesus. Ow.
Like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Oh! Yo, I got jukes, dude. I got jukes. Oh! He's getting me, dude. Yo, let's just get this power on, dude. Oh! Throw the switch, dude. Throw the switch. Yo, iframes, baby. hold on a second. I feel like the combination's different this time. There we go. I don't know what the actual, like, logic behind the puzzle is. Ow.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you'll still lose. Sucker.
Oh! Oh! It's like some RE3 perfect dodge shit, man. Dude, come on, man. Why is my game crashing? Good lord, dude. Come on, Remedy. Come on.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you'll still lose. Sucker.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't make that dodge this time. It's okay. Oh. Oh, the jukes. Oh, what? Oh, no. Alright, destroy the fountains. Yes, Dad. I'll do it, Dad. the fuck? Oh! My first death. I think. Maybe second? I don't know. I don't remember them respawning in the first loop, but the enemies are slightly different in the second. Projector building, let's go.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
Late at night, summer is almost over. There's a film noir poster visible. A spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Film noir poster available. Sounds like me? No.
It's not enough. You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity.
No matter how many times you come back.
Here we go again.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening
Alan
assaults
Hayes,
them.
American speedrun. More like Alan Blade, dude.
But the champion of light
Alan Blade.
endures. Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit. What are you, the King Hillbilly?
I gotta go. Blade sounds funkier. Yeah, Alan Blade, dude.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
I think Emma hooked me up. Emma hooked me up, dudes. Emma helped me out. Gathered everything for me. Set it into place. Thanks, Emma. You're not happy about this.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Oh! Oh, Hillbilly Chainsaw Boy again. Uh-oh.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Not as long as I show up, I guess. Clear now.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The herbal supplements.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's go around back, check out this fucking fuse box. Very, very nice, Mr. Blade.
okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that
car she's
motel room
working on.
now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world.
Do without all the murder stuff.
I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Yeah, just keep them on. I love how, like, you know where the motel room is with the key, but it still, like, puts stars all over your map.
The machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Yeah. Shit's like Deathloop, man. I actually really like games that, like, explore the idea of a time loop.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
I think we're probably going to secure the...
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to find the area before the signals show up.
This is the area right here, though. Do I need to just... No, they're climbing.
Very good. I believe you're ready to look into the side.
Right there, Doctor.
Stanley's home improvement showing up at a observatory. It makes sense. It makes sense. Stanley's observatory improvement. Maybe that's their newest branch. They just haven't had a chance to update the branding yet, you know? Oh, it's Hillbilly Chainsaw Boy again. Oh! Yo, we got dodges, dude. Oh, I fell to my death. That's cool. Whoops. Oh, that's right. Oh, the jukes, dude. I don't care about the manuscript pages. Oh, fuck.
Come on in.
I didn't watch the tape in the first level, but it's fine.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron
I'm just
Lake.
as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking weird, though. Making videotapes and shit.
I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this. That I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
That's why you do it, okay. Let's go talk to Dr. Meadows. Can't carry anymore, okay. Well, that's cool.
We need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Alright, we gotta go get this fucker. Dude, there's a lot of them. Okay. No! Fucking asshole came up behind me, dude.
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Where's the dudes at? We got it. We got it. We're good, dude. We're gaming.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Yeah.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Oh, thank God.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this,
yeah,
chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
Yeah, leave me out of it.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Take me to the final confrontation. Good. The drive-in. Let's go.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Wait, so... I don't have the key, though, do I?
You got yourself a little plan, do you?
Get in there, son. Yep, world's most powerful flashlight right here, dude. I'm gonna have to deal with this stuff first. I know there's no music, by the way. I totally forgot to turn that back on after the last level. Horror games are more fun without music. I mean, I like the music tracks. Sure, that's the one. Oh. Projector building, let's go.
Never getting out of this wake, never! Don't worry, I'll take care of your wife and your life!
Nope. Nope. Music's going off again, chat. DMCA. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Think you're move, and I'll send you right back to the beginning. What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows.
I
Not
think I
always
missed
literally,
the
you
one
understand?
in the first level. Sorry.
I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken. But I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Fuck you, you psycho bitch. We gotta deal with the fountains. These guys are not gonna make that easy, though. Oh shit! Getting out of hand. I'm gonna go this way. See if I can. See if I can get back to this save point here. Get some heals. Oh! Nice. That was rough, dude. That was rough. We did it.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Alice's film was in the projector. Alice's film, huh? What we gotta find? Gotta find it. Oh shit. Here we go. Maybe the music will go back. Maybe this music will be okay. I don't know.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
This might be GG.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How?
Aww.
I love you.
Oh, guys, the feels. Oh, the feels, dude.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last.
We did it.
Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time, and another place, far, far away.
Oh!
From Night Springs.
Night Springs. Yo, GG's, dude. For fear of DMCA, we're gonna skip the credits. For fear of DMCA, because I don't want that shit. Yo, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, highly requested after my playthrough of Alan Wake a few months ago. I'm not gonna lie. So here's my stance, and I feel like I'm gonna be beating a dead horse here after like the last few games we played. I like short games like this. Like, horror can outstay its welcome so fast. with a lot of horror games. And I think this is a great example of where something like Alan Wake, like, in my opinion, Alan Wake was just too long. That I don't remember exactly how I reviewed it, because it was months ago now, but I remember the biggest issue that I had with it was that the combat was really, really repetitive and annoying. And I also just remember the game being so long that just like doing the same thing for like hours and hours and hours just got so annoying. Like I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't put myself through it. I finished it, obviously, but like I didn't go for any of the collectibles. I didn't go for the manuscript pages. I didn't go for the fucking coffee. I didn't go for any of that stuff. I enjoyed this more because it didn't feel like I was just being overwhelmed with plot, repetitive gameplay, and janky combat. I thought that, like, had Alan Wake been like half the length it was, and in a format maybe a little bit more like this, I actually think that Alan Wake's American Nightmare was decent. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time loop part of it too, and how it brought something different to each loop. And I was really happy actually in the third loop that I didn't just like have to do all that same shit over again. Obviously you had to repeat some stuff, but there was enough different things that it kind of like, I don't know, it was fun. I enjoyed it. And again, I think I can pretty safely say that I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed Alan Wake, which I don't know if other people feel the same way, but it's definitely a short game. There's not really a lot of content here, but I do think that for a horror game of this format, I think that again it kind of has that nice like bite-sized element to it where you don't feel like you have to just sit there for 14 hours going through a story that's just like so convoluted that by the time you get to the end you're just fucking exhausted. Like I really enjoyed that this was or I wouldn't say necessarily enjoyed, but I appreciated that it wasn't like just an absolutely ridiculously long game. A lot of games overstaying their welcome. Yeah. I mean, like, this isn't like pay $60 for this game type situation. I wouldn't pay $60 for this, but I think I bought it on Steam Summer Sale for like $2 or something. For $2, great fucking game. Great game for $2. I typically follow the rule, not every time, but I typically follow the rule of if I get $1 an hour of value out of my games, then it's a buy, in my opinion. If I enjoy 2 hours of gameplay and I spend $2 on it, fucking solid, dude. So, but that was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. If you guys are watching this video on YouTube and you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget about our Discord server, which you can find in the description below, where you can hang out with the broader community and make some new friends. You know, post your pet pics, post your artwork, post your memes, do what you got to do over there. And for those of you guys on Twitch that aren't in the Discord yet, you can get notifications when I go live on Discord as well. So if you guys are maybe on YouTube and interested in watching the live streams, you can get notifications through that. Also, make sure you head over to twitch.tv/Hazeblade and smack that follow button. But that's going to do it for this video here on YouTube, though. Thank you again so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.